Yes. You're catching my cough. I'm so sorry.
It's because we're kissing so much. What are we doing now? Hi, my name is Rev. I have a best friend named Key. The other day we were chilling and I just had the idea, why don't we make a tier list of the characters from shows we've watched and then we upload it to YouTube just for shits and giggles, right? That's exactly what we're doing here. Short disclaimer, this video is gonna be filled with spoilers from the show, so please watch at your own risk. To wrap it all up, if you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. It's up to you. We couldn't care less. If you do like it, give us a subscribe though, so you don't miss anything. And enough yapping, let's get into the video, bitch! Okay, well, do we go about reading the... what is the... from like top to bottom, bot to bottom?
Bottom to back.
We go from the horrible, the shit, to... It's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? I think it is.
Yes.
So we go from jail or hell, which honestly, the category of the people that should go there would probably be like they don't deserve anything from me. Like they don't deserve me gagging for them or like just honestly even looking at them. Gags, they
Yeah.
just suck. Shallow as fuck is that they have one main personality trait and then they just suck. There is nothing else to them. Had potential, or and wasn't used correctly. I don't know. No, I can think of a couple. Not right now, because I cannot think right now. I cannot think ever. Decent, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Hear me out. Yes. I think aggressive. Yeah. I mean, don't ban me.
Yeah.
Don't. 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 Okay, let's start with Queen Snail Bride. How about that? Little Queenie. I don't have much to say about her. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, like I feel like maybe for me, she would go to like maybe has potential. Cause like
mm,
I feel like they wanted to get more into her history and stuff, but they didn't.
yeah, I mean, the only thing we kind of get for her is like, she is very sweet lady, right? She knows Yon for a long time, and she has lost her husband, but I think she's kind of shallow. But like, she has potential, but I don't think she was used correctly, honestly.
Yeah, no.
She was kind of like underutilized, is that the word? She was kind of
Yeah.
like underutilized, you know? I want to say, do you agree on that?
Yeah.
I think that's more
Yeah, I agree
fair.
with that.
Yeah, I think that's more fair. Hmm. No, no, no. I think it's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a moment. Okay, so Sinju. I don't know. Fuck,
I don't
dude.
I mean, like, I really love his character. I feel like they used him great.
I
Like,
would. I think hear me out
hear me out. Yeah.
because you cannot put him in decent, I guess, because he's
No,
very
he's
decent.
better than that,
Yeah, Aggressimon wouldn't. Like it cannot happen. Come on, like please.
yeah. Like, he's a cutie and I love him.
Yeah, yeah, but not to that extent, you know? The thing I love the most about Shinju is that he is just so loyal. He's such a softy and loyal, and I love that he brings this like youth sense into the show, right? Like he's bringing
Yeah.
this like every time you see him, it's like you see a child sometimes. I don't know, but then he
Yeah,
has.
he's like such a
Mm,
little puppy. Like,
yeah, and he has his moments where he's like actually being like smart and serious, but again, and it catches you by surprise just because of how well written this character is. I wouldn't say he's one of
mhm.
the best well written characters, but he's one of the good ones, right?
Yes, definitely.
I never found me like actually like wanting to skip a scene from him being like, ugh, why?
All of his scenes served a purpose.
Yes.
Like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
they were good.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'm glad we agree so far. What about Granny?
Hmm. Yeah, like I really love her, but like, through like most of the series, like they don't do much for her.
You know what annoyed me, okay, about her in kind of like
Hmm.
around the end of the show It kind of annoyed me where she's this like bad bitch that feels absolutely nothing 24/7. You get some moments where she feels bad and she misses her son and all those things, which makes sense, valid. But I don't know if Imogiteri taking the face of her son was really that much enough for her to snap that bad as like a woman that is very cold.
It's mostly like an act that she puts on to like seem strong whenever she's like
Mm,
been dealing with like the death of her son and being like super guilty about it
mm,
for like hundreds and hundreds of years. Like,
yeah. No, 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 yeah, I think you're right. I didn't think about it like that.
yeah,
Um, I don't know, it just like the snapping whole situation just made me feel like they were trying to get rid of her, like writing wise. They were trying to get rid of her
yeah.
just so she
It does.
won't like do her
It does
part.
kind of seem silly that she like so easily fell for his trap, but
Mm-hmm.
like, I still kind of get it. Like, I don't know.
Okay, no, 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 no,
Hmm.
no. Yeah. I would say, hmm. I think her character is kind of like basic in a way. I think it's the basic acting tough bitch, you know?
Yeah, maybe like decent.
Yeah, no, I think decent
Yeah.
is very fair because I cannot put her lower because she was used technically correctly, but she's
Yeah.
not a hear me out. Like she's not. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about her. God damn it, I don't want to talk about Gia. I don't want to. Listen, I'm getting up. I'm just fucking okay. Listen,
You're just standing.
yeah, I got up and I was running. I was pacing. Okay, I have a huge beef with her. I personally I don't know why she seems shallow as fuck to me. There's only one thing about her character and her reincarnation, like past life, whatever, they're the same person. The same character, same personality, maybe some like small differences. But it's so fucking annoying that they didn't even try to make her even more different than Aum. What was her name? It felt
Uh,
too. They felt the same person, which technically they are, if you want to look at it like that. Did they
yeah, but
not want to
also there
bother?
was like that arc where she was like getting mad at Jan about the, like kissing her for like just being like the reincarnation of what's her face instead of like actually falling for her, and it's like there
You're
was
the
a
same
whole
person.
huge deal about that. But
You're the
it's
same. You're
like
literally acting the same way. You're literally doing it's not even the face. You're acting the same way as Aum. So you cannot just sit there and say that when you're literally the same person as this fucking Aum bitch. Like, come on, bro. I was getting angry at that. I'm like, why are you getting mad at something that doesn't even make sense in my opinion? Because what was that? What was happening? I was so fucking annoyed. They have the same like traits. Even her mannerisms are very similar to G and Aum being, like past life, current life, and whatnot. So I don't really understand this whole her being mad about, oh, the girl you just kissed, was it me or was it Aum? Like, shut up.
yeah,
Shut the fuck up, you annoying. You're so annoying. I don't wanna, like, she's the main character. I don't wanna be an ass, but holy fuck, there was
like
nothing
yeah,
interesting about
they
her.
because like you can't even put her at like has potential.
Yeah, because she
Like
hasn't. She doesn't have potential. What I like about her is how smart she is, right? She's very witty, very smart, very on point. She's not a dumb bitch.
but like
Is it
also
enough though?
sometimes she acts like super cocky about shit and then
Yeah,
she ends
yeah.
up getting fucked over and it's like so stupid. It's like actually
Okay.
satisfying to see her lose. Like
I don't need to say anything more.
I don't feel like she was written well at all, but
Yeah,
like I don't even want to give them the benefit of the doubt because like she's a main character. Like
exactly.
like I, yeah, I can't say anymore. Like I
Okay, okay.
just
I no, no, no. I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. Let me headbutt you. It's gonna be okay, honey. Don't have a
just
panic
hang
attack on
there.
me. Don't have a panic attack on me. Okay, so we move to Yuri. Oh, Yuri.
Yuri, sweet,
Yuri.
lovely Yuri.
The things I would do to this lady.
I'm guessing she goes at the top.
I don't want to be biased though. We're doing this for the characters. It's not a like, what is the word? It's not a preference, as in because she's a brat. I wanna. Okay, let me not say that. It's okay. It's not because she's a brat and I really like her because I like brats, you know. Um,
Mhm.
but it's, let's be for real. Her character is so well written.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
has a
she is.
very like decently interesting character. I love how she needs time to warm up, you know?
Mhm.
Because for example, in the difference, Granny, she never warms up to anything. Like she doesn't let her guard
Yeah,
down anyways. But when it comes to Yuri, she's a little bit more human when it comes to emotions. She's a little bit more complex as well, I believe.
yeah,
And Rank
because like,
saving her from the zoo and where she was
yeah,
getting abused and everything. I think it's absolutely amazing. Her like story. I wish we could get a little bit more. But I'm also glad she didn't let all those things like completely shape her into like a bad person, like let's say Terry did, which we will talk about it in a second.
yeah, because
But
she's just like distrusting and
mm-hmm,
like kind of
mm-hmm.
like vengeful, but like she's not evil. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, she has a beautiful heart. It's just she just tends to ignore it. She doesn't really give it up easily, right? Like she doesn't give her heart to anybody just that easily.
yeah, because she's been fucked over so bad.
I am in between Aggressive Mon or Hear Me Out because she is good, but is she good enough to be up there in terms of a character? I think I love her character development. I think that she gets close with Suho, what's his name? The kid? I'm glad she gets close to Suho and she's like like his mom. I think it's
Mhm.
absolutely amazing. And she is, in my opinion, she does have this like mom um instincts. She does have like mother instincts. So seeing her in the
Yeah.
end with Suho and being his mom is the sweetest little thing. It does a
Oh
lot
my
for her
god, we
character.
don't even have him on here.
Well, I don't want it. I don't like kids. I don't want
We
that,
just put
Tiffany.
him in jail.
Yeah, honestly, in Yuri's pocket. How about that? We will put them
Yeah.
together. She could be an aggressive moan. I think it's more than hear me out. It's like in between them two, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she has some points in her character where, if you remember when the Imugi took her and he was using her as a driver, whatever,
Yeah.
uh, he asked her to take Sinju away, and if he sees him, he will kill him. So she took Sinju in the park, in like the playground, and they were sitting there and they were talking, and she was like, "Why do you care about Gia's parents, for example? Just let them die. They're just human." So it's kind of nice to see that she has still has flaws because for me that's not even like her lying. Honestly, I just think she meant whatever she said at that current moment. There is no way she was just like
Yeah.
she meant it. She meant what she said. It wasn't even a desperation moment. She absolutely meant what she said. Humans don't mean shit to her, which we've seen that before. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about Jia, doesn't care about any human around her life. Not even around giving her the life she had with her like two parents. She didn't give a fuck about them, you know? So I think
Mhm.
she has like no consideration about humans, which that puts her up here. I wanna be like her. I have to at some point. What was her name again?
Serum. Yeah.
Okay. Serum was Gia's best friend. She has more
Yeah.
character than Gia.
She
Just the
does.
whole video of shitting on Gia, I guess.
I feel like she would go in like decent, I guess, because like she wasn't
Hmm.
like an amazing character, but she like served her purpose and she had like a deeper purpose in the story because like she was like a reincarnation of her friend back then too. And like,
Yeah. No, no, no.
yeah.
I fully see it. I also love, even though we have so many like ladies that act a little bit more tough and a little bit more cold, like Yuri, the granny, Sora, what was her name? Soro?
Serum.
Serum. I don't remember her name ever. Anyways, the bestie, it's like we have those like characters that are more baddie or they wanna act baddie, but she's a kind of like a different kind of baddie. She still has a lot of love to give, but she can be a little bit savage. She can be a little
Yeah,
bit.
she's just a little bit catty.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's not that kind of like annoying same character for all these three because they all have like at least those two, the Granny and Yuri, they have a lot of wounds. It shapes them into different people. Well, I feel like what was her name again? Her name was Serum. Okay, and I feel like Serum, she is more of a she doesn't want to give maybe like pain or stuff she's going through, which I mean it's very evident considering when her mom died and she wasn't crying and she was calling herself a bad daughter and everything. I really felt for her, honestly. And I
Hmm.
think she's a very fun character. I wouldn't say super well written, but she's very fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agree. Oh my god. Oh.
This scene was annoying.
I fully fucking agree, bro. It's like, you know what it is? It feels like they were trying to make a copy version of the grandpa right here. It feels like they were trying to make like someone he could be besties with in a sense. Is that what it feels like?
Hmm.
But I don't know. Like at least he has so much character and he's just not purely annoying.
Yeah, I feel like I would put him in under like oh damn. I was gonna say like maybe shallow.
No, yeah. I think Gag
Yeah.
is too much. I don't hate him, but he's annoying that I want to punch him in the face for real, but okay, yeah, he doesn't deserve like a throw up, right? A puking session. Now, now, the Moonbear guy, cutie patootie.
Hmm.
Loki, I want to hear him woo.
When I hear him, oh, boo.
Yeah. He has a soft spot in my heart, even though, like, for me, he's not hot. He doesn't really have, like, an insane character or anything. But there is something about him that just, it's so interesting to me. It's intriguing, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and like honestly, yeah, he's like more cute than
Mm,
anything. Cause
hmm
like whenever you first meet him, he seems like this like cold, like scary
But
dude or
he's such a
whatever. But
pookie.
like,
Like, I want to put a
yeah,
bow tie on his, like, hat right there. And, like, a cute pink bow tie. I don't know, like, blush on his cheeks. I think it's, I don't know, bruh. He's
yes.
so cute. I want to tuck him to bed, you know? But yeah, I think he wasn't really used correctly. I think he has more
No,
potential.
no, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah. I think he's such a cool character, but they didn't really use him as they
cause
should
yeah,
have.
his like he's like so cute, but his scenes were like felt very random. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
uh,
Yeah. He is a character that would be on Hear Me Out for sure if he was more utilized and, used correctly, given
yeah.
more scenes that make sense because he's there technically for to help Yon with some stuff, some info, and for then Imugi to smack the shit out of him and just steal his possession. So he's basically there to aid both the main character and the villain of the story, which it kind of feels like it's a plot thing, honestly. They were like, oh, how do we make the Imugi get this from someone? That's what it kind of felt like. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be just a bitch right now. Okay. Let's see. So the fortune teller guy. I'm gonna put
Hmm.
it here and I'm gonna explain myself.
Oh,
He, even though he has annoying parts, I just love the fact that he's faking being a fortune teller, and he's
oh
literally
no, I agree.
one of the princes of hell, and he's like the god of reincarnation and whatever. And he gets serious sometimes, and I love that he is cocky, but he deserves to be cocky.
The fortune teller persona, like
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
I feel like it's like on purpose that he's like trying to be annoying and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, because like he's trying to like make people underestimate him.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Mm-hmm.
that's what I was getting
I
at.
think
Yeah.
it's very good what they've done with him. Now, for Udokshini, she
I
was
hate her,
there. She
but she's
was,
a good character.
yeah,
Like,
she was there for one purpose, is what she was, though.
yeah,
Like,
she was there
she,
for the fucking arc with
mm-hmm,
Rong and Yon.
yeah, yeah. Even though I'm gonna say that I feel like she wasn't really like she's annoying. I hate her. The best like part of the show with her is 2 points where she slaps herself because the emoji can read her mind and she got scared shitless about the
Yeah.
things she was thinking about him. And also when she dies. Personality wise, I would put her at gags. That's how much I hate her. But in terms of like story, what kind of like monster situation she is and all those kinds of things, she is a decent. She has a very
Yeah.
nice power, very nice scenes. Even though she's annoying, you cannot lie that her character and for the amount of time she was in the show, the small amount of time she was in the show, she stays in your brain.
Yeah, like she's a really fun character.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the Pookie.
little baby.
We have Jawan, the Pookie. He's just a cutie little patootie, like a quiet little cutie patootie. I feel like he just wasn't really used correctly. He had so
Yeah,
much
cause like
potential.
yeah, I feel like yeah. Cause
Yeah.
like I wouldn't even put him on the same level as Serum. Like
Yeah, I
even
wouldn't.
though
I wouldn't.
even though they were like technically classed as like the same level of
Mm-hmm.
character, it's
Yeah,
like they weren't equal in that,
they
no.
weren't, no. But I like that they had a romance fling thing. I think they fit
Yeah,
each other perfectly, honestly.
they're cute. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to do rank right now. I'm not ready to do rank right now. Am I sure I want to do?
Too bad.
I don't want to do ranky right now. My little baby, my boo thing. I want to make an edit of this man. Look at him go. Okay. Oh, where do you start with rank? Holy fuck. It's like great character. I every time I watch this show with a friend, they always are like, "What is the matter with him? Why is he like that? What is this child?" And they end up saying stuff like, "No, why is he dying? Or why is he getting hurt? Leave my baby alone." And I want to say that, honestly, shout out to my friend Kitty. Because he went from, we watched this like the other day, and he went from saying, this is so childish. What is he doing? To they're getting married while Rank is dead. I cannot be happy right now.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I love the emotions that this series puts you through with this character. It's so good.
It's like he has like the abandonment issues, which holy fuck. If you even relate to them even a little bit, you can instantly understand his
Yes.
character, his arc, everything. But it's just so multifaceted. Like there's so many things you can say about him. Starting from, yeah, sure, he may not be like super loyal to certain stuff. He may be childish sometimes. He may have all those
Yeah,
things,
with
but
the him not being loyal, it's like I feel like it's like very like internalized from where
exactly.
he hasn't had anyone be
Hmm.
loyal to him his whole life. So
Exactly.
he's yeah,
I
like
fully agree. It's just like,
it's such good writing. Like
it's like projecting. Is that the word? Like projecting a behavior in
yeah,
a way. Is kind of, it feels like projecting. He's basically stabbing people in the back because everybody keeps stabbing him as well.
yeah.
Which is also very like fun considering that they have this saying of like the night-tailed foxes, they always pay you back when you do something to them, good or bad, they always pay you
Mhm.
back. So I think it also works so well with this character, even though Rank shouldn't be like a nine-tailed fox. I feel like it clashes so much with the power he can possess and also the keeping your word. He's not the one to keep his word for the
No.
most part. He's not. If he can backstab you for his benefit, he will. And I'm not even mad about it. Because so far, he hasn't done anything like just because he's like completely bored or whatever. He's always doing something to prove a point. Maybe except the part where he meets this man in the not the wishing well.
The fountain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the wish fountain thingy,
the luck
and
fountain. I think. Yeah,
sure,
whatever.
whatever it is.
Anyway,
Yeah. Okay, let me not get offended right now. One second. And he basically starts throwing the coins, and this one guy appears next to him, and he's trying to make a wish for him to be married with this like person he likes, but the parents don't want to. So he kills the parents to let him get married. It's kind of like That's the only thing I would be like kind of questioning, but why would you even bother? But even then, it kind of makes sense. He likes to feel in control. He likes to feel that he can change
Hmm.
people's lives for the better or for worse. He likes the sense of control because we've seen from the past he never had control. With his mother, with the village being
Yes.
like super disgusting, he needs some like sense of control, and that's why he did that. His relationship with Yuri.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I have never seen such a perfect, like, bestie sibling relationship. I've had people say that I think they would be great partners. They wouldn't.
No.
They wouldn't. I could see
No.
why
No.
people thought they would, but it's a very, like, boring way of thinking. Like, why
Because
do we
yeah,
have to make
there's
them.
that trope of like rescuing someone and then like falling in love and blah blah blah. So like, I get why people would think of it go there, but no.
Yeah, no. I cannot
Found
see
family.
it. Yeah, they're just so siblings.
Yes.
Sometimes seeing Rang and Yuri reminded me of me and my brother in some occasions, and I cannot see it differently, like it just gives sibling vibes. It's so beautiful, it's so pure. There is a lot of love. They feel like a family. She works better with Shinju, like considering he's the polar opposite of her. She works better with him. They were like, no, but we want Rang to be with Yuri so they can be a power couple. They are a power couple anyways. They don't have to fuck and be partners to be a power couple. They are a power couple.
Yeah, they're just like a couple of partners in crime,
Yeah, exactly. It works
chopping
perfectly.
it up.
I feel
Yeah.
like making them lovers would just be a why though? Like no reason. Makes no sense. Why?
Yeah. I feel like it would cheapen it. Yeah.
One of the best written characters, I put him first as well.
Bye, Yuri.
Yeah, we love you, Queen, but you cannot compete with Rang's complex character storyline. Now, this motherfucker. This motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
There's literally not a single thing that is good about him. And what I hate about, like, what made me absolutely hate him is the fact that they were trying to, when he was dying in the end, they were trying to show these like flashes of him thinking about listening to his wife and kids. Meanwhile, he sold his wife, his kids, everyone in his life to the Imugi so he can live forever.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Like,
And they're trying to sit
you're
there
not
and
gonna make me
act.
feel sorry for him.
Yeah, and they're trying to sit there and act like we should be sorry for him and that he was forced into it. He wasn't. The Imugi didn't just tell him, I'm gonna kill you if you don't. He got involved himself.
Yeah.
He just got a chance to live a long life, and that's what he wanted. So he sold everybody in his family to the Imugi, and now he's basically blaming to the Imugi. Bro, nah, you can fuck yourself. Fuck you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can fuck yourself. I absolutely hate him. Editing this video, I realized that I'm using the wrong pronouns talking about the Imugi instead of Jia. So when I say he or she, I always refer to the Imugi instead of Jia, not Jia herself. Keep that in mind. Oh, now we are gonna have a problem. We are about to have a goddamn problem. The vibe of the Imugi instead of Jia is absolutely amazing. It's giving very basic villain, like kind of like crazy villain vibes, right?
Yeah.
What is my problem though? They want to sit there and tell me that the main part of the Imugi is inside of Jia, aka the one we see when he comes out of Jia, as like a second personality in a way.
Mhm.
How is he the main when he's so fucking dumb? The moment he started coming out more
'Cause-
often,
and like especially they say like the part that's in Gia is the one that's like more level-headed and cunning
exactly.
and stuff, and then Terry's like Imugi is like the one that's more rash and like, but like
It's bullshit. It's literally bullshit. Because how do you explain the fact that the moment the Imugi started coming out of Gia more often, they would each and every single time learn something like crucial about the Imugi? Every
for real,
goddamn
yeah.
time she would reveal, sorry, the Imugi inside of Gia, he would reveal something crucial about himself that they shouldn't know. Like he should never let anybody know. Like he gets
He's like this like version of Moogie is like a cartoonish villain. Like really. Like
yeah.
and monologuing about exactly what he's gonna do.
Which you know what it is? It's like they could have made the Imugi inside of just so scary. That's what upsets me. But they chose to just make it a fucking cringe, cartoony villain. She was basically like always spoiling what she would do and things about herself. Had potential, but just wasn't used correctly. Honestly, I would say that great vibe as a character, but considering that she is the main part of the emoji, annoys the shit out of me at how stupid she is.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't understand why they did that. Okay. Well,
Aw, cutie patootie.
oh, he has such an amazing character. You know what it is? He's one of those characters that they are in so much pain, but they're always smiling through the pain.
Yes.
That's what it is. And it's something I don't think I can do as a person. So whenever I see someone do it, I both feel bad and yet I'm also like super, like, I'm in awe when it comes to them, right? I'm like, how are you doing that? But please don't do that. Just allow yourself to be sad. You don't have to be a cheerful goofball 24/7. He can be so fun. He can be a crackhead. He's such a kind soul. And he has showed us that he's willing to do the right thing no matter where it leads him, which is so admirable. So admirable.
Hmm.
He's loyal and he's funny. And like, he literally left his wife to protect Gia, which debatable,
Yeah.
but
Like,
but he loved his wife, but he also had to understand that love goes both ways, right? She loves him, but it's not enough when you're acting like this, right? Like, it's not enough when you're treating him so poorly.
yeah. Like, he had to be like a fucking wake up call for her,
Exactly.
which is like another thing that's great about his character is that like
Exactly.
you see like throughout the series that like he acts like afraid of her or whatever, like a doormat or whatever, but then he's like, no, fuck you. Like,
Yeah. You're
he's
sorry.
just like, actually, no, I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Yeah. And I love how he said at some point to her that you're not my wife nor the mother of my son. You're just the
Yes.
gatekeeper. And I was like, yes, say it because that's exactly what it is. She just turned off every single your thing.
Yep. I'm your bug.
Of your thing. She- okay.
Breathe. Let's go.
I just love the part when he said that because it's like the moment her son died, she closed off all the emotions and tried to concentrate on I am the gatekeeper, I need to do this, it's my job, it's my this, it's my that. And she got so like immersed into it. She was using it as like a shield to protect herself from all the things she was feeling, guilt and sadness
Hmm.
and all those things. And then you had the grandpa right here. He was like, you know what? I agree with you. Don't act like you're the only one who's in pain. Because that's what it felt
Yes.
like. He would always try to be happy for both of them, and she would always act like she's the only one grieving, right? So I'm glad he had this like wake up call, and he was like, you know what? No, I cannot keep living like this. For once, I want to support someone who I see as my son, because that's what I should have done in the past. I don't want to do the same mistake again. Just amazing, amazing character. I love him. God damn it.
We already know where he's gonna go.
I can't. What the fuck? Okay. Let me stop fangirling for a second. I'm fangirling so hard. Like, the only bad thing about the actor that plays Imugi is that I wish he played him like a year ago because this man had a huge glow up a year ago.
Oh,
This he is a puppy. I'm not even kidding. When I saw him, I was like, "Holy fuck!" He would work so well with that body addy of his,
baddie,
body
Addy.
addy of his, and like the hair being a little bit messy and kind of like longer. Holy fuck! It would look so good with the Imuki character. It would be perfect. He would go from looking like a twink to looking like an absolute father.
Hmm.
That's like the only thing I was kind of thinking the other day. I'm like, that would be even more perfect because for me, he's one of the best villains. Why though? He has nothing redeemable about him.
Yeah.
I hate the villains that always have something redeemable about them, or when they're doing something bad and they always try to justify it through like plot that they are doing this for some like other reason and whatever. I just love when we get pure villains that they have no mercy. They don't feel bad about anything they do. They
Yeah, and
do.
like I love that they like try to psych you out with that because like whenever he's like little baby in Moogie or whatever, he like takes that like injured bird and like he heals it,
Exactly.
and you think like, oh, maybe he's not that bad. And the fucking few episodes later, he like makes like everybody on the street themselves, and it's like,
Yeah, and you know what it is also? Speaking of that scene with the bird, isn't it very interesting that he healed the bird when it fell in the window? When they asked him to heal someone because I think he gave them the plague, and he would say, "I've never learned how to heal," which
hmm
we've seen you do it. Come on. It's also very good what they've done with this character, considering that he was born human. But he was born
yeah,
different, so he was literally locked away somewhere. And considering that they want to act like, oh look, so he was born as an like as a beast, he was born as a monster. No, he was born human, but he turned into a monster through his whole life, and him being
yeah,
born,
like
and he
he
was
was literally treated like he doesn't deserve to have a life and shit. Like,
exactly, exactly. He was born deformed and like he had no ears, no eyes,
mhm.
and because he was this one of the sons of like a emperor or whatever, they just locked him. They let him in a box and whatever. And even the maid was like, "No, don't kill him because it might curse you." It's not
Yep,
even. It's not even because it's just a baby, bro. It doesn't matter. It's just a baby.
but no, it's a deformed baby, so it's a curse.
And deformed baby. Okay. Yes. So
That really got you.
I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating. A deformed baby. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so this whole like storyline, and then she was like, "Don't kill him because he may curse you, even though he's just a baby that is born different." Which he was born human. He was a human. So they even threw him in a fucking cave with all the people to die in there, and then he literally ate and got eaten by a snake. Which, even when he says his story, and they give you even the smallest glimpse of, "Oh wait, but he was born human and he was treated like shit. Not even his brothers went to see him. No one cared for him." Right?
Yeah, he just needs someone to care for him, right? Wrong.
Wrong, because literally on the
Because
next scene, on
because
the
fucking Boko comes in, and he's the first person to treat him so nicely. But then he's like, "No, you have to die."
he was
Well,
like,
no, your
he's
wife has to
yeah,
die
he was like, oh,
because you're
he
too
looked
happy.
so happy with his wife. Why though? Like, I don't understand happiness. Like he's too happy with his wife. I'm gonna kill his wife, and then have him murder himself like fucking. It's kind of like
Yep.
the whole cis shit. And also, think about it. When he talks about his backstory to Gia, he proceeds to shatter every good thing we feel about him in that moment, which is what kind of writing that I love. They're not trying to make you like him. They're not forcing you to understand him and be like, oh, you know what? Everybody's made into a monster. Maybe he can change. They're proceeding to wreck this whole image of him even being able ever.
Yeah, they're just teasing you with that trope and then just fucking flipping it
I
like
love it. What do you think I want? Jay's like, maybe we need to be loved. And he was like, will you love me? And she was like, no, or something. And he was like, I'm gonna kill you and your boyfriend and your friends and your family. And just this whole like scene of him like wrecking every single speck of humanity is fucking insane to me. I also forgot to mention that Teddy is not in love with Gia. He only wants her because she has his other half inside of her, in a sense of literally himself split in two, and he just cares about his other half. He just wants to be whole again. That's all he cares about. Because I'm like, please don't do this to me. Don't make it look like he is just a misunderstood character and do this and do that and blah blah blah. And no, they just tease you with that. They're like, oh, maybe. And then they give you, I'm gonna murder you and your family and everyone you ever known. I'm gonna break the plate, kill everybody in the planet, and I'm gonna make everybody horribly sad. I don't want anybody to smile ever again. And you're like, yes, that's what I like to see. They don't want you to feel bad for him whatsoever. They don't want you to feel this, the smallest. Maybe he can change. He can't. He can't. Literally can't.
Yeah.
I
It's
love it
been
so
too
much.
fucking long anyway. Like,
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think anything can fix him. Literally, nothing can fix him.
mm-mm. And we love that about him. Yeah.
Exactly. We love broken people because we are broken people. No, yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. We're in the last one. Can you believe this? I don't even feel like we did all that just now.
Yeah.
I feel like Yeon has a very, very consistent character.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I saw him change throughout the show whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It feels like he had not that much
It's like,
character development.
especially at the end with like the, oh, I'm human now, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, psych. No.
Yeah, which, what the fuck? What the fuck? I've watched season 2 and
He's
what
like,
the fuck?
psych, I'm the same as I've always been.
I don't know. You know what it feels to me? It feels like they were just trying to like they just did it for the fans, honestly. They were just trying to troll the fans, which
Yeah.
you could have done it in a smarter way, not just like all of a sudden make it be like, "Oh, I'm a human." And then he goes to be like literally the last minute of the episode, he just goes Bazonga's like, come on, bro. I just don't understand. They could have given us a little bit more context. They could have given us a little bit more of that, which I would say that's bad writing, not bad writing character, right? I don't want to blame
Yeah,
it
it's
on the
not bad
character.
character writing, it's just bad
Yeah,
plot writing.
yeah. I don't want to trash talk Yeon because it's just the plot that right there, just plot hole. It just didn't make sense. But as for Yeon, you know what it is? It's like he is an amazing character, but I would never really say he's like an insanely like deep rooted character. I feel like the most like important thing about him is how obsessed he is with one person.
Hmm.
I think that's like his most like defining trait. How obsessed he is with that one person that he loves. I don't
Yes.
like if you ask me, that's the main thing I can say to you. That he is maybe like a smart badass. You cannot like okay, one second. For all of the Yon fans, don't come after me. I think he's an amazing character. I think he's great. I think he's amazing. It's just that sometimes it's just not really enough considering how many gorgeous characters we have with like so many beautiful character developments and everything. He's amazing. He's the main character. He's amazing. He's great. He's one of the great, the most fun characters. He's smart as fuck. He's badass. But I'm missing the character development. I'm missing that change
Yes.
that will make you understand him a little bit more, in depth. That's what I'm missing from that.
It's like even his like relationship with his brother, it doesn't feel like the making up was like really earned like in the long run, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Mm-hmm.
There was like all the shit with like him putting like Gia first, because like what you said, like he's like very like obsessed with like just this
Exactly.
one person.
Exactly.
And so like he like claims like time and time and again to like really love Wrong and like put him first or whatever.
Is he though?
No. But like
Yeah,
he
he's not.
barely even thinks about him.
Mm,
Like
yeah. I feel it's
but
I don't know, bro.
until like the nightmare thing happens, and then
Mm-hmm.
he's like, I'm gonna choose my brother first. Like,
Mm-hmm. Which again, it wasn't even oh, he's my brother, so I'm choosing him. It was a strategic plan. It was like all of it were like,
Mhm.
I know that he cannot kill Gia. I know that he cannot hurt her. He needs her, right? So I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go for my brother because I know that my brother is gonna die if I don't help him, and I need him in the future. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't love his brother. It's just simply like how much he loves Gia cannot like nothing can get in between that.
Yeah, like he loves like Gia to like a fault, like to
Mm-hmm.
where like everything
Mm-hmm.
else is just like background noise. Like
Yeah, just to remember how many times something was said that was related to like basically him being hurt, people dying and whatever, and his response was always, "Doesn't matter, I don't care," because he just wants Gia. That's all he wants. And the fact that he was sitting there saying that, "Oh, I wish I could be human," I don't think he's wishing to be human. I think he's wishing to be human so he can live a human life with Gia without having to deal with getting hurt
Mhm.
by being chased and getting hurt and dealing with all this. He wants to have a boring life with her. I also think he fears the fact that he is never gonna age, never gonna die. Meanwhile, she is eventually gonna age and she's gonna die. So I think it's a mix of that, which honestly tracks with what happens in season two, partially. So yeah,
Hmm.
it's kind of like I don't know. He's an amazing character. They're missing his character development. Again, I feel like very sad about the two main characters because we have a shallow as fuck and a hear me out in a sense of I would still put him in that place. Like if it was from good to like lower, like
Hmm.
you know what I mean? I would still keep him there, you know? I feel like I'm missing some things about him.
Because yeah, we don't really get deep into his character and like his motivations and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know what it feels like? It's like the directors were like, that's the main character, deal with him. That's what it felt
Yeah,
like.
the main character is gonna do what the main character is gonna do. And
Exactly, exactly, exactly. That's what it felt like. I hope the people don't hate us.
yeah.
I mean, if you hate us, go ahead. I cannot blame you, you know. Just don't be rude. Come on. Because we are not being rude. We
Yeah,
understand
everyone
if you
has
don't
their
agree.
opinions.
Yeah, if you don't agree with this list, no problem. I'm gonna put a link down and you can go do it yourself if you want to, right?
I'm so surprised there's no one in gags.
Yeah, I'm very surprised as well. I'm
Yeah.
honestly also very like disappointed at the amount of like had potential but wasn't used correctly we have right here.
Yeah.
You cannot lie. I feel like it's a very fair list. I don't think we were too biased, right? I don't think so. Because I love
Yeah.
Yeon.
I don't
As a
think so.
like I love Yeon, but in a character
Yeah.
perspective, he's not for an aggressive mode to me. And same with her. I absolutely loved her for like the huge amount
Yeah,
of
she's
the
a
show.
fucking
She's a
queen,
queen, but
bruh.
she's just not to be there because I like her, you know? I think it's decent. I think it's right. I think it feels great.
Yeah, I think this is a good list. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Oh no, I mean, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. And of course, we'll do it again, you know? We have to do it again.
Yeah.
You were a great help,
Yay.
and you are doing great. You did great. That's amazing.
What would you rate me on this list?
How would I rate you in this list? As in,
Yeah.
where would I put you? Or like,
Yeah.
oh,
For my help
aggressive
throughout.
moan. Well, that was it. I had a lot of fun editing this, and I cannot wait for the rest. I'll see you in the next one, bitch.